Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Trails Beyond the Horizon.
The new first years are quite the hard workers.
Here we are. Today we're exploring the Albert district.
Search time.
Hi, Millie. Bye, Millie.
Now where?
This is the embassy for the Principality of Elsheim. If I'm not mistaken, you're an acquaintance of Prince Sharid, yeah, correct? Did you have a message for him? Oh, no, we were just passing by. Already talked to him earlier anyway. This is the embassy for the Principality of Elsheim. If you have any messages for members of the royal family, I will gladly receive them.
Initiating search.
Welcome to Edith Cathedral. Would you all like to pray for the success of the space program? We've received a number of visitors who have expressed interest in doing so recently. Let us know if you're interested as well.
Shard search? Go.
Today was so much fun, you guys. You're doing really well in class, Yota. Make sure you keep studying your math too. Next test is going to be a showdown between you and me, you hear? Got it. See you later. Yota can be kinda weird sometimes, but he's a super hard worker. I can't wait to play with him again tomorrow. Hey Yota, apparently there's going to be some space event happening soon. And kids can watch too. Really? I want to go. School today was even funner than it was yesterday. I wonder when Mummy's gonna pick me up there. Mummy says the up above is dangerous. So that's why she makes sure to come pick me up from school herself. I see Sister Miria is still as youthful as ever. Though she's still as clumsy as ever as well. At least she seems to be gaining virtue at the side of Father Nikolai. She'll come into her own in time, I suppose. Father Nikolai tasked me with visiting the cathedral today, specifically to deliver a report on the chapel in Old Town. It's a shame I don't get that chance to stop by very often. There's just something about this place that's so refreshing. Oh, I almost forgot. I need to ask about our teacher vacancy while I'm here. Surely someone must know a good candidate for the role. Just what kind of person would be the best fit? We hold extra special lessons at our Sunday school on occasion. We like to include guest lecturers for them too. Ooh, perhaps I'll find our next guest here. Anybody upstairs? Nope. Now
where?
Performing shard search.
Protect us.
The cathedral never fails to astound me.
Father Bart, apologies, Father Zeman. It's been quite a while, hasn't it? I'm glad to see you are indeed as hale and whole as you claim to be in your letters. Bishop Orwell, it's glad to see you're in good health as well. And Father Watson, please, there's no need to be so formal. I've withdrawn myself from the Congregation for the Sacraments after all. I'm an everyday civilian now. Humble as ever, I see. So he's got pull at the cathedral too, huh? Well, knowing Master, I can't exactly say I'm surprised. Full glad I am to see Father Burgard again, and enjoying his life quite thoroughly, it seems. I must say, that biker fashion of his is interesting indeed. Perhaps I'd like to try wearing something similar someday. If you're interested, I'd be happy to give you a few shop recommendations. You know, for a bishop, all surprisingly down to earth. The rivalry between the Congregation for Divine Worship and the Congregation for the Sacraments doesn't seem to matter at all to them. I imagine that's because of their respect for one another. After all, why let petty disputes interfere with perfectly friendly working relationship? It's been nearly 60 years since the Orbital Revolution. Even to this day, technology continues to astound me. To think humanity's actually attempting to reach the stars. Perhaps I'm simply not with the times anymore, but the very thought is mind-boggling to me. To reach beyond the sky, to the very seat of the goddess. Perhaps I'm simply not with the times anymore, but the very thought is mind-boggling to me.
Now where? Now where?
Two bracers are handling a monster bounty. They seem to have something of a mentor-mentee relationship. But perhaps the dangers of combat could open their hearts to more. Wait, what am I saying? That's improper, Philia. Anyway, I pray that they'll be safe in their endeavors. Oh, but how precious it is to see a senior guiding her junior. I pray that they'll be safe in their endeavors. Regina, C rank. Well then, shall we head in to do some combat training for the afternoon? We're gonna be fighting monsters, right? Oh yes. I'll have you know my combat skills are next level, Regina. I mean, ignoring everything that happened this morning, and the fact that I only really made it out alive because of Grey, but I will slice and dice those nasty critters to bits. They'll be sorry they ever infringed on the safety of Edith's civilians. It's kind of adorable just how naive she is. Well, just make sure you don't let your guard down. Of course. Now's my chance to show what I'm really made of. Hope she'll be okay down there. We've been taking turns observing the new recruit lately. And so far she's exactly how the others described. She's adorable and all. But I feel like I need to keep a close eye on her. Can't have her getting injured on my watch after all. She's got potential though. I'm sure she'll be a great bracer. I'll chop those nasty monsters to bits. Now's my chance to put the skills my brother taught me to the test.
Alright.
There's a hitman formerly under Almada's employ who is still alive and has a hefty bounty on her head. He wants you to drag this little rat out of whatever hole she's hiding in and drop her off on the goddess's front gates. Do that and you'll be compensated handsomely. This is a rather disturbing request. It's barely even a bounty hunting job. Almada, the world's worst mafia organization, has been totally crushed. Most of the remnants have been captured as well. But some of them have slipped through the cracks. And among them, an assassin off the most wanted list. It's hard to believe. I don't remember all of the details of who she is, but the guild should have more information. I'm fairly certain she was a sniper at least, and the person who made the request was probably hurt in some way by her actions. And now they've figured out where she's hiding, they're ready for revenge. Are you worried about something? Well, there is something bugging me. Like, you can't seriously mean to take this on. I didn't say that. But we are going to take it on. Regardless, it's a 4 SPG. I can't just ignore it. So let's at least check in with the guild and see what they know. Alright, but I won't let you dirty your hands in front of me. Keep that in mind while we're talking to Hazel. Alright, but it all depends on what we learn.
Let's get this party started. Performing shard search. Shard search, go.
Yay. There we go.
Performing shard search.
Welcome to Andalusia, Patisserie.
Andalusia.
No need to be shy now. Come again.
I'll be counting on that blog of yours, Van. But try not to fret too much over it. Just go at your own pace, alright? Got it. And what are we making today?
If I have to. That's some bachelor cooking.
Need rainbow berry. A 3 citrus yogurt mousse and a no-bake mango cheesecake. Seems Holland's out to capture our hearts this summer as well. And I've no doubt he'll do just that. Seems the end of spring was my diet's 11th hour. Spring, fall, winter, doesn't matter the season. In the end, Holland always gets you. I know the feeling. Don't beat yourself up about it, okay? Well, at least Holland's desserts make me happy, right? I mean, how could they not? Especially when those seasonal fruits he uses look so happy as well. I'm sorry, Raffaella, but it's an undeniable fact that this cake pairs best with tea and tea alone. Au contraire, Leifa. I'd say it pairs best with coffee. After all, its strong aroma meshes beautifully with the cake's flavors. Simple math, my friend. Math has no relevance here. Oh, and by the way, I don't think the Aramis you hold in such high regard would look too kindly on you making such a definitive statement. You make a good point. So you agree tea is the better choice? That's not what I said. Huh? Aramis' music teacher and its math teacher. They were classmates, weren't they? I'm having a hard time making heads or tails of their relationship, to be honest. Miss Leifa tends to rely on her intuition rather than logic, which is why I often struggle to understand her line of reasoning. Though, admittedly, her arguments can be rather rational as well. I've actually learned quite a lot from her. Mr. Raffaello and I are a bit at odds personality-wise, but despite the fact that he's a stickler for logic, he's actually rather flexible. That's what makes him so fun to debate with. I've heard they've recently started selling cakes for dogs at Andalusia, although they're apparently only doing a test run at the moment. Would you like to try one, Apollo? Cakes for dogs, huh? Damn, Holland thinks of everything. Aw, so pets will be able to share in the joy of sweet treats too now, huh?
Performing shard search.
Chalk one up.
I heard RMS's students are meant to be on break for the rest of the week, but funnily enough, I'm still seeing kids in their uniforms. Must be here for their club activities, I imagine. Ah, youths. So full of ambition. It seems like Madeleine here agrees with me.
Check out Eddie's deals on. What's it gonna be? Later.
Hey there, welcome to Eddie's Deals on Wheels. Wait, Upgrade Solutions? Oh, for the love of... You saw nothing. But the smile you gave us was so bright and cordial. It would be a shame to forget it. Hey, aren't you the son of that lady who owns the general store in Old Town? Went and started your own business, huh? Well, I just wanted to be able to run a proper store like my mom's, you know? My old boss, Thompson, was the one who actually gave me the push I needed to do it, though. Thought up a whole business plan, borrowed the cash I needed from the bank, bought this old food truck, now here I am. Been kinda rough so far, if I'm being honest. Thought it'd be a good idea to sit up in front of the school today, but all the students are on break apparently. Didn't get as many customers as I thought I would. But this is just the beginning. I'm not losing hope just yet. That's the spirit. Never give up, kid. Keep going, and you might just open up a whole new world for yourself. Well, here's hoping, I guess. By the way, since you're here and everything, why don't you guys buy something? Promise all my stock is top of the line. Alright. We can take a gander. Would really appreciate if you guys could help clean out my stock, since all the students are on break and all. Also, please don't tell Berzelia about this. Her family owning a bank and all, I'm worried she'll want to try and give me a leg up somehow. But I don't want to end up relying on them, you know? I gotta do this on my own. Feel kinda bad for keeping her out of the loop. But I swear I'll tell her once I start getting the hang of things. Isn't this Aramis Academy? I was heading toward the Tyrell district. How'd I end up all the way over here? Well, whatever. Just gotta get this thing delivered before it's marked as late. Clutch. Don't want to go getting yelled at again, after all. Tyrell district. You went way past. Oh, hey, didn't expect to run into you two today. It's been a while, Mr. Powell, Miss Matilda. Why, hello there. I'd heard you all were coming to Aramis today. Something about having business with the student council, correct? Struck by the urge to mentor its newest members, were you? Something like that. Are you here for work? I assumed the break was for Aramis's teachers as well. We are indeed. Though, to be frank, some of our students aren't getting a break either. At least, not really. We don't mind being so busy though, especially not when it's for the children. Plus, I'd argue work gives us a sense of meaning in life. Something you don't get when you're lazing around at home. I can tell you've got one hell of a work ethic, Miss Matilda. Seems the new student council is already busy. I imagine they'll struggle with getting the hang of things at first, but I have faith they'll manage in no time. I'm looking forward to seeing what they plan on preparing for the coming year.
Alrighty.
The first years seem to have finally accustomed themselves to Aramis. Some have even thrown themselves right into club activities. And of course, there are those who have been working with the Student Council. Yes, another fine batch of pupils this year.
Performing shard search.
Mira deposit confirmed.
Let's go into the Grüngarten.
I take it you'd like something decrypted? Well, leave it to me. Here we are.
What did we get? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Well, this is a magnificent hall. You don't have enough tokens. Here's the list.
What music did I unlock?
Welcome. You'd like to change the music? What a nice tune. I'll choose for you then. I'll choose for you then. How very suspenseful. How very suspenseful. I'll choose for you then. Would you like to spend your points? Take care of
Into the
yourselves.
previous menu.
Shock one up. There it is. There it is. There it is.
Alright, into the academy we go.
The memories.
Assume I missed out on the festivities this time around. Sounds as though it was quite the event. I hear it even surpassed the likes of the festival van and his schoolmates put together. That's quite the feat. I hate to admit it, but yeah, they outdid us. The bar's risen so high, 4-eyed kid's gonna have to jump the length of a skyscraper to clear it. Wait, back up. Burgard, from the way you said that, one might assume you personally attended the Aramis Academy Festival of 8 years ago. Huh? Is that true? Yeah, he was there, though we hadn't met at that point. He just happened to come by while he was in the capital. On day 2, right? That's correct. I rather had a good time too. And that play you wrote was the evening's crowning jewel. The Story of the Calvadian Revolution was its title, no? Young Elaine's performance as Sheena was captivating as it was impeccable. You're too kind. Why didn't you tell me about this, Van? Oh, hello, Van. Long time no smell. I know I've said this before, but thank you so much for all your help during the festival. The school said you'd be swinging by. Something about having business with the student council? If dropping off a little treat counts as business, then yeah. Sounds like they've had their hands full lately. Man, oh man, you don't know the half of it. But I'm proud of them. Not many students are willing to come in on a day off. Oh, did I hear that Miss Bright is going back home this semester? Things are only going to get tougher for them if so. Just one more boulder in their path they'll have to climb over. Still haven't finished our current slate of 4 SPGs, but we'll probably have time to do them later. Mind if we head on in? Of course. You're more than welcome. Here's your permission slip. With that, you'll have carte blanche to go anywhere you like. Ah, this guy sure is being awfully friendly. Oh, he's always been like this. People used to call him a bit of a flirt, in fact. I can see why.
Albert, come on! It's not an LLC. It's an LLP, Limited Liability Partnership.
Seriously? Ugh, I swear, there is a special place in hell for whoever named these things this way.
I found the data from last year, so I can take care of that list. I've gathered some documents that might help. Sending it to your terminal now. Thank you.
Damn, they're stressing up a storm in there.
Whatever they're doing, it must be really tough.
I imagine they're creating a vendor list for supplies the school needs, for clubs and the like. Revising it ever so slightly every year is always the student council's first assignment.
Yep, I remember that. Renee made use of it all the time back then.
I bet putting it together is harder than it sounds. Wait, that other voice. I swear I've heard it before.
Yes, I recognize it as well.
It's Toa.
I'm really sorry, you two. And I apologize for taking up so much of your time, Miss Toa. This turned out to be much more of a hassle than I expected.
Don't sweat it. Still, it's crazy to think Ren did all this by herself last year.
She's a superwoman, all right. Although, I did hear her saying she wished she had delegated these things to us more often.
Seems even the girl who can do anything still has some key lessons to reflect on.
Oh, you think that's them?
Is that you, Van? Please, come in.
Alrighty then. Sup? Sounds like y'all are hard at work. Oh, hey, Miss Herschel. Been a while.
Yes, far too long if you ask me.
Toa Herschel.
I see you brought Elaine with you too. Wait, aren't you...
Bearguard Zeman. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance at last, Miss Herschel. I've heard many a tale of your NGO and Thor's exploits. I had hoped our paths would cross someday.
I'm honored, truly. Gaius has told me so much about you and...
Easy, easy. Let's save the introductions for later.
Deploying emergency supplies to the front lines.
Did someone order a summer Andalusia tart? No? Well, it's on the house.
Yes! Ooh, baby, that is just what the doctor ordered.
Thank you so much. I was just thinking I could use some brain food.
I know as well as any how taxing student council work can be at times.
Yeah.
Now then, shall I brew you all some tea? Oh, no. You don't need to go to all that trouble. I can handle that much, no problem.
Ooh, that looks good. If there's one constant in this universe, it's Andalusia bringing the sweet, sweet goods with its exquisite limited summer menu. And if there's another constant, it's student council work being a total pain in the neck. You're telling me we're facing way more issues with our vendors this year than compared to last. We didn't want to bother Ran, but despite our best efforts, we ended up needing to rope Miss Toa in. Again, I'm really sorry. I hope you aren't having to miss your flight for this. Oh no, I still have plenty of time to catch it. Don't you worry about a thing. Besides, I wanted to help out, even if it's just a little bit, to make up for my being out of the city during the break. Oh, does that mean... Now that I think about it, Fee was telling me a little about this. You're headed to that part of the country, yeah? Haha, right. You did meet some of my colleagues at Marduk's headquarters, didn't you? Admittedly, I can't really disclose much, this being confidential work and all, but I'll be gone for around 3 days. Gotcha. I don't mean to get you to say something you shouldn't. Can't go breaking NDAs all willy-nilly now, can ya? I heard you met with some of Toa's acquaintances from Thor's at Marduk's headquarters, and that one of them put out that request on behalf of the Epstein Foundation. Yeah, that was Altina, a super pretty girl with a cool, mysterious vibe. The destination appears to be the same as the Ashen Chevalier, the Divine Blades. It stays between us, and that's where Fee is headed as well. Makes you wonder what all these top bananas from the Empire are doing here. A little off topic, but I've been wondering something. Has everyone at school been hyped lately? About Project Startaker, I mean. Hyped would be putting it mildly. I mean, this is mankind's greatest achievement in the making we're talking about here. Boys in particular have been going feral. Feels like everyone who doesn't have a T-phone is clamoring for one now. Yeah, so they can watch the live stream. The girls aren't quite at foaming at the mouth levels of hype, but since a lot of them are into astrology and stuff, there's still excitement in the air. And what's more, several are looking up to Major Amelia as a role model, which is fair, because she's wicked cool. Apparently a screen is going to be set up in the auditorium so the students can see the launch on the day off. There was an official notice about it from the Department of Education. Of course, it's perfectly alright to be excited, but lately, I've noticed more and more kids showing up to school sleep-deprived. Some even had to call in sick during finals. Miss Matilda was awfully worried about the whole thing. Really? I hadn't realized. Seems I still don't have a good grasp on the issues plaguing our student body. But that doesn't include the second years, right? Maybe it's only the first years that are affected?
Sounds as though you have company. I take that to mean you arrived at a good stopping point?
It's Ren. Oh, it's you, Ren. Nah, afraid not. But we did make it to the halfway mark at least. Yeah, in no small part due to Miss Toa carrying us the whole way there. That's not true at all. All I did was prepare a little paperwork. You guys did most of the heavy lifting. You seem a bit tired yourself, Ren. Would you care for some of the dessert the others brought us? Very much so, thank you. You needn't worry about the tea, however. I can prepare that on my own. Sounds like you've been a busy little bee lately. I suppose I have been buzzing around here and there. The issue with the school's Orbital network has occupied much of my time today. Ah, that reminds me, Miss Toa. Shouldn't you be leaving for the airport? You'll miss your flight if you don't leave soon. Oh yeah, not to worry, I should have plenty of time as long as I take the subway system hit with delays due to orbital circuitry issues. Affected areas, Alba District. That's not good. Don't you have to make it all the way to Edith Airport? Yes, I do. Maybe I can still make it if I take a different route. I am so sorry. This is all my fault. No, it's not. Don't blame yourself. As long as I catch a bus or a cab, I'll be fine. According to my taxi booking app, it would take approximately 20 minutes for the nearest cab to arrive. Alright. Did someone call for a Spriggan taxi driver? We'll get you to your destination lickety-split. 0 wait time guaranteed.
I'm really sorry, you guys. I didn't mean to put you out like this during your work hours. Wow, though. I've ridden in this car before, but I'm only now realizing how nice it is. The seats are so comfy.
Aren't they? I'm glad someone in this truck's got good taste. I actually just made some modifications around the wheel housings and... Oh goddess. Anyone have some earplugs? Friendly advice. Be careful bringing up cars around the bus. Get them going and you'll never hear the end of it. She's not exaggerating either. Ben really needs some new hobbies, doesn't he? Oh yeah, thanks guys. What great friends I have. Your assistants just know about you inside and out at this point.
Agnes was right. You guys really do have a great working relationship. Even though you were all raised in different places, you gel together so naturally.
We do? Yeah, we gel like the best of them. Oh dear. As the least employee from Marduk, I'm not certain I know how to feel about that assessment. I mean, we get along fine enough, I guess. But I'm a Spriggan, you know? The kind who'll take the tough jobs nobody else wants. I've got my hard-boiled image to protect here, says the cake and ice cream addict. As plain as it is to see, it can be difficult for the young to tell apart their idealized and actual selves. I wasn't self-aware about it before, I sure am now, Master. It's a little odd being lumped in with this group now. What about you and your friends, Toa? You seem to have a strong relationship with them as well.
Yes, that's definitely true. We went through a lot together in school after all.
Yeah. Crew died.
We may have all went our separate ways after graduation, but we'll always be connected, no matter what happens. Believe it or not, they're a big part of why I came to the Republic in the first place.
Huh. Toa. Not surprising to hear. You aren't really the type to sit back and play spectator when something's clearly going down. I mean, you commanded an airship during the Civil War for crying out loud. Not to mention all the stuff you did during Jormungand. Now you and your Thor's friends have expanded your operations to the international stage. For the sake of Zemuria as a whole.
Honestly, I think you're overselling my part in all this. I'm not doing anything as incredible as that. But I want to be. And I know my friends and everyone else at Thor's feel the same way.
Wow. You Thor's people are in a class all your own. Well, yes. They're in Class 7. Fittingly the 6th class. That's really beautiful. You called our camaraderie impressive. Anyhow, I'm glad we had this chance to get better acquainted. Circumstances depending, I might be willing to take on a 4 SPG for you guys. We're already working with the Foundation and on the Grim Garten at Baltina's request. Naturally, the guild would be more than willing to assist as well, should fee require it. I would be all too happy to lend my support to any cause my youngest pupil, Gaius, needs assistance with. Hey, wait. Can we not make, like, 50 commitments at once here? It seems forming connections such as this is Master Arkrad's specialty.
Definitely. Thank you all so much.
This is the first time we're seeing the Edith Airport. An underground immigration terrorist group. And you say they're operating outside the Republic as well? Yeah, but they don't have any connection to the space program that we know about. Be that as it may, this is an issue that's at the forefront of the Guild's mind. Have you heard anything in relation to that group, Toa? It isn't unreasonable to suppose you have, with Thor's extensive network of connections at your fingertips. Well, for one thing, I don't think this group has been active in the main part of the Empire, Libel, or Crossbell. But, like the Guild has heard, the northern side of the continent is another story. Some of our friends were personally involved in some of the incidents that took place in Jirai and Northumbria. Wait, really? What kind of incidents are we talking about here? Honestly, from what I've been told, we don't know all the specifics. The first sign of trouble was over 2 years ago, when Jirai was in upheaval over a bid for independence. They had been annexed by the Empire, and were looking to become an independent state again, much like Crossbell and Northumbria. However, the people ultimately voted to keep it under Imperial rule. It's not a permanent decision. The citizens will revisit this matter and re-vote every 10 years. With so many divergent opinions being thrown around, local residents and other parties struggled to reach even that compromise. And yet, multiple small-scale terrorist attacks took place seemingly in protest of it. The collateral was minimal, and no one was killed, thankfully, but the people were shaken with fear, leading to further disputes. Things did settle down eventually, with an agreement ratified half a year later than planned, but the instigators of the attacks were never identified. Even now, our allies from Thors are still attempting to track them down. Jirai. I knew it was in the northwestern part of Zemeria, but not much beyond that. Must be a slippery bunch if even the war heroes from the Empire can't get a lock on them. He claimed it was merely the first sign of trouble. I took it to mean that more have arisen over these past 2 years. Unfortunately so. The next one involves the people who are unhappy with the agreement. Over the past half year, many of them have suddenly gone missing. That links back to what you guys heard. Indeed. Although, there was a common thread among the victims. Is news to me. Could there be a similar trend in Ramiferia, Northumbria, and the Free Cities? Get the feeling this might involve brokers for undocumented immigrants like the one we ran into before. But isn't Ramiferia a pretty wealthy nation? I wouldn't have thought they'd have issues with people having to enter illegally. They are wealthy, yes, but no matter how well off a country might be, it simply isn't possible to root out discord and strife completely. The real concern is what's causing these people, however few they may be, to just up and vanish. This matter is already on Thors' radar. We want to make sure the situation doesn't escalate any further than it has. Good to hear you guys are all over this. Don't know what you guys are going to be up to over in Basel, but if you need any help, you got my number. I appreciate it. So much for keeping the destination of my trip a secret. Guess that cat's out of the bag. Did Fee tell the guild she was coming with? Yes, she did. Sounds like Katra's friends will be helping us out a lot while we're there. And while I'm there, I really hope I'll get the chance to visit the observatory at least once. That's so. Oh yeah, speaking of that. Your grandfather was an astronomer, was he not? How did you know that? Is he that well known in the Republic too? His name was Alfred Herschel, right? Doubt your average Joe would know him, but he seemed pretty famous with the people in his field. Yeah, we got the rundown on him not too long ago. You probably already heard some about this, but we stopped by over at Agnes's house earlier and talked about after Van finished explaining to Toa how her grandfather's name had shown up in Professor Epstein's diaries, they arrived at the airport. The group saw Toa off as she boarded the airliner for Basel before returning to work. We'll head back to the Alba district. So the airport is near the center marsh. Should I head on over to the student council room? Ba-da-bum, bum, bum, bum. Ba-da-bum, 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 bum, bum, bum. Ba-da-bum.
Let's confirm your schedule.
Watching them work together like this is making me want to jump in and lend a hand myself. But as much as I may want to, I shouldn't. For the sake of the student council, they need to work hard and overcome this on their own. Honestly, I should have been giving them more opportunities like this while I was still a student. I'm sure Albert and the others will manage somehow. Why don't we just sit back, relax, and maybe enjoy a cup of tea while we watch over them? Aye. What an eager first year you are, helping out with the student council duties like this. Yes, well, the student council president Albert had asked me to. But is there even any room for me to help out at this point? Just jump right on in. You can worry about everything else afterward. But before that, could I interest you in some tea and a slice of cake? Really? Thank you. Jump right on in, huh? Ren's probably right. Alright, once I've finished having this cake, I'm gonna pick myself up and get to work. Phew, thanks to everyone pitching in. We're about halfway done. Being student council president is a tough job. Yeah, quit your grumbling. Don't forget, you've got me and Agnes with you. Just one last push and we can call this a job well done, new student council pres. Then I'll be counting on you, new Vice Pres. Taking over for Ren as Student Council President sure must be putting a lot of pressure on him. Agnes and I are going to have to do what we can to lend our support. As the new Student Council President, I've got to be stronger than this. Alright, time to give it everything I've got. I'm glad to hear Miss Toa made it to the airport on time. Oh, and by the way, those snacks you brought us were very much appreciated, Van. Should be just what we need to get us over the finish line. Yeah, looked like you guys were in for a heck of a grind today. But hey, somebody's got to lend the new boss man a hand, right? Exactly. We should be able to finish by evening if we keep going at this pace. You and the others should do your best too, Van. Hey, that's my line. Should I leave the school now? Yeah, we've done everything. Yeah.
Whew, I'm stuffed.
That was very well made.
Alright, to
Well
the
then,
guild.
shall we?
The group headed to the guild and explained the circumstances to Hazel. I see. So even those kind of requests make it to you, huh? A female sniper from Almada still hasn't been captured despite being on our wanted list. So it's probably about her, Lady Silence. Hell of a nickname. Do you not know her real name? No, sadly. We were never able to figure it out. Her work is notorious, since she never leaves any traces behind. Is that so? Sounds like she's a brilliant sniper. Lady Silence. It's coming back to me. She was a terrifying sniper that Almada deployed at several important junctures. However, her targets were always members of the underworld. Correct. There is no record of her ever having killed a civilian. That's why neither we nor the police have considered her a high priority. She seems like the type who is committed to her work. Is there anything else you know about her? Let me think. She's always been wrapped in mystery. To the best of our knowledge, her first job was around 10 years ago. She originally rose to infamy under the former leader, Enrique, but she earned Dante's trust too. That's all true as far as we know. 10 years ago, huh? Sounds like a real old-timer. In which case, Hal might know something. She works with Jack Trevor, right? Longport's information broker / gambler? Are you able to get in contact with her? Well, rumor is they're not in Longport right now. Not that we can't call her up and ask if she knows anything. Hey, Van? We're not getting any video. Are you busy with something? Sorry, we're in the middle of a gig. You'll have to be happy with just voice. We can only talk for a little bit though. Did you need Jack? Actually, we wanted to ask you something. They explained the circumstances to Hal and asked her about Lady Silence. It's that kind of request, huh? So, you want to know about her? What can you tell us? Well, she used to be good to me back when I worked for Enrique. We'd exchange information occasionally, even after I left the organization. So once Almada got wiped out, we lost contact. Is that right? I won't excuse her crimes, but I will tell you she's a reasonable woman. She's not the kind of person who would kill needlessly. That's as much as the guild and police know too. I'll tell you this, but only because it's you. Her name is Candace. She lives together with her son, who's turning 12, but they move around a lot. The last place they lived I know of was in the Tyrell district. She was renting a room above the Brothers Music Shop. Thanks. I'll pay you back when I can. I look forward to it. We got ourselves a good clue for once. Guess we shouldn't underestimate Arkwright Solutions. You guys work quick. Shall we head to the Tyrell district already?
Yay! I get to go shopping with Mommy!
Yay!
Maybe we should start studying astronomy. Care for some popcorn?
I want to hear what the shopkeeper has to say. Ben, I know. For now, just let them do what they want. The group entered Brothers Music Shop and asked the shopkeeper about Candace. Apparently a woman and child had been living there, but they had moved out a few months ago. The shopkeeper didn't know where they moved to. Looks like we came in vain, except... You noticed too, huh? Looks like we've lured out some prey. Take the back streets. We'll split up and go after him. I'll take him head on. Right. No way I lost them already. Can't have been that fast, which means they're hiding. Where did the target of your pursuit go? They hid behind a car. So you're the one who's been following us, huh? You already saw through me. Guess you're not a Spriggan for nothing. It wasn't half bad. Take it you had me marked from the start. Wouldn't have guessed you'd be just a little punk, though. Still, you approached us even knowing who we are. That must make you Candace's son, huh? That's right. She was supposed to have a son around 12 years old now. Right on the money. My name's Stan. I've got a request for you concerning my mum. No kidding. I suppose we can at least hear what you've got to say, even if you're acting a little smug. I appreciate it. So lately, my mum's been acting real weird. Tried looking into it. And what I found was a 4SPG saying someone wants to kill her. Pretty observant and motivated for someone your age. It would appear you're also aware of your mother's occupation. Well, it's not like she told me directly, but I kind of figured it out. She may be some sort of criminal, but to me, she's just my mom. It's not like I love moving around all the time, but I'm grateful to her for raising me. So, I'd like to overwrite your 4SPG. You want to overwrite a 4SPG? Yes, I know she's probably being hunted by people who want her dead. So I want you to help her and help me escape the country. And she's got the mirror in case you're wondering. She should be able to pay you. I see, so that's your plan. I mean, I can understand what he's going through, but what do you propose, Mr. Arkwright? Whatever we do, depends on this guy's mom. We won't do anything for now, so can you arrange for us to talk to her? Won't even make empty promises, huh? Good, it's better that way. Makes you seem more trustworthy. I'll arrange the meeting. Right now, even, if you're free. She should be at home. Alright, lead the way. Currently live in an apartment in Riverside, just so you know. I'll head over there first, so let's meet up at the bulletin board in front of the subway station. Got it.
I'd really like to cover that.
Let's roll.
You came, so can we finally hurry up and meet my mom or what? Alright, show me the way. Great, let's go. This is the apartment we're living in right now. The Horizonheimer, huh? Our room's on... Wait, Mom? Hurry, after her. Looks like she ran in here. The underground maintenance tunnel. Confirmed. Judging by the footprints, she's gone quite a ways in. Doesn't feel like she's running blind. That's Lady Silence for you. It's no surprise she's good at losing a tail. Dang it, why are you running, Mum? It's me. Let's hurry before we lose her.
Nice! That went great.
Nice going, Van.
Now's your chance to deploy shots.
And another.
Finish the job.
On my blade.
There we go.
I'll never lose.
Initiating search.
Orange works best on this end. It's available for you.
Looks like the game's on here.
We should go on the attack.
Activating.
Do you mind, Elaine?
Right there.
Engaging skill.
Have my aim.
It's on you, Reset.
Activating skill.
Sucker! Got the number.
You won't best me.
Engaging skill.
On the house. Van, your turn.
There we go.
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
Shall I prepare some seeds for you, Mr. Arcroft?
Let's close in on
Very good.
Glad I could be of service. Orange works best on this end.
Let's finish the job.
It's available for use.
They flinched.
On my
Got it.
blade. I'll never lose.
Love me a sugar rush. Love me a sugar rush. I'm stuffed.
That was very well made.
Doing this.
I'm stuffed.
That was very well made.
I can't take another bite.
This one's
I played
getting
the moose. A tight yogurt and trio of select citrus fruits harmonize like a dream without ever feeling harsh on the tongue. It's balancing acts like these where Andalusia always delivers.
All right, I'll put it on the blog.
Thanks, boss.
This ice cream has a bunch of different flavors mixed in, adding a real layer of complexity. Even just appearance-wise, that beautiful swirl of colors, it's got really sets a mood.
Of course, my treat. I hope it's to your liking.
You're a rowdy crowd, aren't you?
Let's get this rolling.
Charge attack available for use. Charge work best on this one.
You can get the jump if we act now. Let's pick it up. Big one. Didn't even break a sweat. I can't take another bite.
That will do. Mom, please listen. These guys aren't trying to kill you. Get down, Stan. Reset. Leave it to me. What was that? A shard trap linked to containers. Sure pays to be prepared. Phew, made that one by the skin of our teeth. It would seem our party's been separated. However, at least the young man is still safe. Looks like she's pushing her son away on purpose. Mom, wait for me. You can leave him to us. Thanks, I'm counting on you. Let's chase after Candace. Oops. Are you okay, Van? Yeah, but dang, her aim is precise. She's doing it to keep us from getting near her. There's something I'd like to confirm, and this seems as good a time as any. Tell me, Van, what's your impression of this job? Now that you ask, I knew it seemed strange. It's like that, is it? Which means I could just be going out on a limb here, but it seems to me that the person who sent the original request was none other than Candace herself. Are you serious? Huh? But then what about Stan? That last little trap was probably put in place to make sure he wouldn't get dragged into it. She's been leading us around by the noses all by herself. What more proof do you need? So far, everything's been going exactly as Candace planned. Assisted suicide isn't the sort of job we'd normally accept. So she made it something else. In other words, she has a death wish. Seems highly likely. She's sure asking a lot. Here's a thought. Master, can I get you and the others to pursue the target? That won't be a problem. I said this at the start, but I won't allow any killing. Trust me, I know. Then we'll see you later. My goodness, these guys are persistent, aren't they? You have no way out. Just stay there and turn yourself in. Van, you caught up. Spriggan. Pleasure making your acquaintance, Lady Silence. You do know why we're pursuing you, right? Keen to take the life of a cold-blooded killer. What else? Sure, but something doesn't add up. Why would such a proficient assassin, who's been successful in concealing her identity, suddenly reveal herself so easily? Isn't it obvious? Until now, I've always been working for someone. But without a place to go, I can no longer wear the mask of Lady Silence. That's all there is to it. So that's the angle you want to take. I don't know what you were trying to say earlier, but honestly, I'm just getting tired of certain things. If you're going to do it, then do it already. What? But that makes it sound like you want to die. Here's trouble. Looks like you weren't able to stop him like you hoped. Sorry to keep everyone waiting. We brought the kid as quick as we could. Well done, guys. Now, do you still intend to make things difficult? It's not true, is it, Mum? Tell me it's not true. I refuse to believe you'd request to have someone kill you. I haven't admitted a thing. If I die here, then I'm simply getting what's coming to me. You don't have to be sad, Stan. If anything, you should be relieved that you'll finally be free of the restrictions living with me has forced on you. What are you even saying? There's no way I'll be relieved. I see. You know, Candace, I think what you're saying is right. No, I overrode her request, remember? He's charging up the stun caliber. Impressive bloodlust, Spriggan. But no matter how you look at it, I am an assassin. I won't give my life for free. If you don't get serious, you'll be the one to see the goddess. No, stop, please stop. After all that, you still used blanks. Guess you're naive after all. I should be the one saying that. Why won't you kill me? Don't get it twisted. I'm not nearly as naive as you. Which is why I'm not going to fulfill your wishes. What do you intend to do then? Arrest her as a criminal. Sorry, but I'm giving you to the police. What? What a predictable answer. Perhaps, but it's also the most appropriate. Sure is. Damn it, that's not what we talked about. Aren't you gonna help us escape? Don't be so naive. Van, have you even thought about what would happen next if I even granted your wish? A life of lie after lie. The thing waiting for you could hardly be called a life. I get that. But what will happen to my mom? She's going to jail. But once she's paid for her crimes, she'll have a chance for a fresh start. I was wondering what you would say. Come to think of it, you did send us on ahead. It would appear you called someone in advance. Police, I take it. Yeah, I had a quick conversation with Inspector Daswani. So that's how it is. I asked him a bit about your crimes. Sounds like there's few cases with any solid evidence. Considering the circumstances, he said there may be some wiggle room. At worst, she'd have to serve about 10 years, give or take. Maybe less. 10 years? That's a really long time. Even the cops are fools. They should be giving me the death penalty. How can it? Don't go thinking you can take the easy way out. He's right. You have to keep living no matter what, to atone for your crimes. That's just my intuition talking. Maybe with a sprinkle of wishful thinking. Still, I believe you and your son deserve a life outside of the shadows. Spriggan. That's strange, but listening to you, I don't feel so bad about it. And so Van contacted Inspector Daswani once again, and handed Candace over to the police.
And with that, the case is closed.
Mira deposit confirmed.
Yeah. A little bit of chaos. And we're a level 2 law now.
Chalk one up. Good stuff.
Alright. Now we head over to the Grand Circuit.
Off we go.
Ding, 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 ding. Not a lot of people to talk to, so that's good. Gray, Lahad, Gershon, Jin, Jin, Ori, Giordano. Taxi Man, that's right. Maxim. Alright. How do we want it? We'll start this way and make our way around like that.
Initiating search.
Now where?
We have a reaction.
Mira deposit confirmed.
Good stuff.
Modifying your orbment, are you? That's a single element slot.
Don't worry. Citri's got your back. That's a single element slot. New skill add. That's a single element slot. New skill added. Of course. Let me handle this. Let's.
Shifting to maintenance mode. That's a single element slot. That's a single element slot. New shard skill added. Skills updated. Better check them out.
Start over here. In the summer, a beer garden is the only way to go. And if beer's not your thing, well, we've got an extensive cocktail menu too. Forget about work. Let's get the party started while the sun's still shining. Ha ha ha. While it personally kills me to pass on a secret dessert menu, that'll just have to wait for another time.
My stuff can't be beat. I'll be waiting for you.
I was surprised that both Maxim and Director Gotti came today. When I mustered up my courage and talked to them, they told me about the new movie that's coming out next month. They even asked me to help promote it. So please, make sure you all go see that Perfect Driver Zero. Looks like they've won you over.
Well,
I need to make sure I go see Perfect Driver Zero the day it comes out. Please make sure that you all see it too. Salvatore Gotti.
Nothing beats knocking back a cold one after a long shoot. Now, Maxim, Giordano, apologies that these are non-alcoholic, but go ahead and drink to your heart's content. I insist.
Maxim Lugan.
of course. A toast to Director Gotti and his latest work, Perfect Driver Zero. My acting career's about to rocket up to new heights. I can feel it.
Hell yeah, brother. The street racing scenes turned out pretty sweet. How's about you and me go clashing wheels in a real unofficial street race sometime?
No, I think I'm all right. I've done more than enough of that with Van to last me a lifetime.
Careful, champ. Let that head get big. Let that head get too big, and karma's gonna come down on you like a ton of bricks. I'm well aware of that, thank you very... Wait. Well. If it isn't Van and Judith. Oh, and do my eyes dare deceive me? Or is that the Beauty's Blade? Come to accept all those offers I've sent out at long last? I am afraid not, and even if I were interested, I wouldn't appear before you without notice. You don't have to answer so seriously, Elaine. He's already off in his own little world. But anyway, finally wrapped up shooting for the new Perfect Driver movie, huh? That's right. This one delves into the origin story of this first interest protagonist, Louis Adler. It's Director Gotti's latest work. He handled the planning and screenwriting, while the production side was helmed by Vegas Films. It's set to premiere as soon as next month. Believe you me, I've pulled out all the stops on this masterpiece for the ages. With Giordano as our consultant, we got on the city roads and shot the greatest stunt action street race that ever has or will grace the silver screen. And that's not all. It's got everything. Gorgeous gals, romance. Did I mention gorgeous gals? Oh, and titillating scenes that will make the crowds roar. That's right, I'm talking the Triple S. Sexy, scintillating spectacle. This is my magnum opus. My piece de resistance. You realize you say this after every project, right? Still, you do manage to one-up yourself each time, so props on that. Honestly speaking, this film's a pretty big stylistic departure from the first and second entries. That in mind, I have a feeling fans might be split on it. Series fans might be split on it. Oh, one thing's the stern truth. It's full speed, gaudy flair with no brakes. Shooting this flick was a guess and then some. The heat this cat brings is gonna burst through the screens and blow the crowd straight off their seats. It's feedback back like that from the cast and crew that grits me grinning ear to ear. Alright, I'll admit, you guys are selling me on it. Look forward to seeing it upon its I look forward to seeing it upon its full theatrical release. Yes, better buckle up now, because you folks are in for a hell of a ride. Oh, and on top of that, Maxim here will be teaming up with Aslan to help me out with a little extra something pretty soon. You can leave it to me. I'll get the job done, Maxim style. And while we're at it, I'll rip the Z1 buffs in and keep the hype going at 11 all the way to the premiere. By extra something, are you talking about that rumor that's been making rounds online? Maybe, maybe not. Can't divulge much, but let's just say it'll be an energizing promotion in more ways than one. Aslan has a part in the movie too, so the two of us will be splitting up from director Gotti and touring from city to city. As one of the leads, I need my fans in the continent over to join in the excitement. Can't bullshit a bullshitter, dude. You've got ulterior motives and I know it. Oh, is it just that you want to bring press Yume, maybe? Okay, fine, I'll shoot straight with you. Yume still doesn't get that I'm a star, even after all this time. Just wait. Once I've grabbed the media by the horns, I'll finally be more to her than just that funny old guy. What? All I want is to hear her say, "Wow, Maxim's the coolest." Is that so wrong? Hey, we ain't about to argue. Shoot your best shot, champ. We took our efforts to the next level for Perfect Driver Zero, including PR. I swear, this is the year I beat Lamb and finally win the Leon d'Or at the film festival. We're keeping the hype going till release day, so get excited. Performing alongside true stars, I had such a blast. I even did a little on the highway scene, but I'll just have to see how it looks on the screen, baby. Giordano thinks he overdid something? He must have gone way over the top. Things couldn't be going any better for me these days. As a Z1 racer and as an actor. Been dancing around that issue with Paulette forever, but now I want to talk to her about it again. I get the feeling something's going on. I love the thundering sound of Z1. The GR ain't too bad either. There's no way you can't watch this stuff while enjoying a beer. Is it really okay for me to be the one heading to Basel? He's already on the way, but we're not working together on this, right? Think of it as a special designation. Won't be relying on her as a rule. But you're not working separately either. Can't hurt to have two pairs of guild eyes on this. And there's no denying that Basel is the heart of the space program, much like the base toward Longlai. You've really come a long way, Grey. Anyway, this sort of thing is expected of a senior bracer like you. I'm sure you can handle it. And if I believe in you, you should too. Oh right, I heard you were looking after the tomboy who was training here. Well, I was trying to at least. I've got some concerns of my own there. Anyway, alright, understood. I'll redouble my efforts. Well, the next generation is really coming into their own. Yeah, including Elvis. Oh, looks like you've already started. You did me a solid taking care of that thing. We're in this fight together. Let's help each other out, okay? You say that, but it feels like I'm the one who's doing all the helping. Well, you voluntarily took over a number of tasks. This is your reward. We're always short-staffed. I'm glad to see young people growing into their own. You and us, we're in this fight together. Let's help each other out, okay? Jin's also busy, so Hazel and I are handling the day-to-day work in assigning personnel. But it's nice to get together like this occasionally, especially since Kirchheim is here. Is also here. I've got some concerns, but to avoid causing problems for Jin, you just have to keep things running somehow, you know? I just swung by the capital to make my report, so I have to return right after this. We'd best keep an eye on what's going on around Racion too. Yuan fought until the end and died protecting that city. We owe it to his memory. This morning started off with a bang. Looks like we need to stay sharp. Sorry, but I'm about to head out on a business trip. Don't worry about Lashkar if that's what you're talking about. Don't fret so much, Grey. Seems like you've taken a liking to that kid. In fact, you've taken on a mentor role for that junior bracer gal too, come to think of it. I'm a little worried about her. I hope Regina is on top of things. Maybe I misjudged him too. He seems like one of our most promising new guys. riding a scooter feels really great. You're a good driver too, Lyle. Right? Well, feel free to let me know if you ever want to ride with me again. Also, please, please, please introduce me to any other girls who would run a ride. Go to hell. You're an enemy of all women. Why are you being so mean? I don't think my feelings have particularly changed. But it seems like Shingon's being more aggressive recently. Or am I just imagining things? Ahem. At any rate, the scooter's a perfect movie prop. Not just for love stories. It could work for all kinds of situations.
Items that were used in actual races. So take your time and enjoy your visit.
GR is fun to watch, but I'm a Z1 fan all the way. Because it's faster. It's just as simple as that. Maxim Lugan. History of Zenith 1.
Here at the Grand Circuit Gift Shop, you can find all manner of official Z1
Anything strike your fancy?
viewing displays of the most iconic
One
moments
Zypher
from
mount.
long history.
Thanks.
Hey, long time no see, Spriggan. You've probably heard, but they're doing a dry run for the GR Championship on the Grand Circuit right now. Lucio is there, representing us Highbloods. How about going to take a look? I'm watching the shop for Lucio, by the way. It's too bad I can't be there to support him. But oh well. At least doing this is also helping him out. Lucio is on the trial run they're doing right now. Why don't you go take a look? Of course, he'll also be in the real race tomorrow. For the glory of the Highbloods.
So take your time and enjoy your visit.
Rockets are getting a lot of attention these days. And while they're cool, ultimately nothing beats Z1 cars for me. After all, you just can't get the same sense of racing excitement with other vehicles.
This here'll knock your socks off.
Maximum Energy on sale now. Be sure to try it. Can't share any details yet. There are plans for an official announcement soon. I also recommend our Maximum Freeze, only available here.
Hey there, what would you like? Come again.
A frappe featuring that big new energy drink? Talk about the perfect remedy for hot summer weather. But it's apparently got a fair amount of caffeine, so watch how much you consume. It seems you enjoyed the book I gave you. It also turned out to be a good experience for Gigi. Thank you, truly. I'm gonna ride the Ferris wheel with Mommy. I hope Daddy can come next time too. What the heck am I doing? Sailor is getting serious and here I am, running away on my own. But at this point, what am I supposed to do? I don't know, I just don't know. How did things turn out like this? Sniffle. Welcome to the Grand Circuit's feature attraction, the Ferris wheel. Not only can you see the entirety of the circuit from the top, but you'll be able to enjoy the breadth of nature surrounding the outskirts of the city. Please feel free to speak to me at any time.
All right.
No SPJs here. What's really amazing is how far Aslan has come. This time, he really will steal the win and snap that winning streak. I just know it. Maxim looks great this time too. At this rate, there's no doubt he'll win for the 5th time in a row. Hello. Trial run for the GR Championship will be held today. No tickets are required for entry. Please feel free to go on in. It may not be on the same level as Z1, but the GR Championship seems to be slowly but surely getting more popular. There are a wide range of parties entering the GR, plus the 4 big car manufacturers are putting in a considerable amount of effort. It also has a different kind of appeal than Z1, so I definitely recommend it.
Pretty sure the GR Championships are doing a dry run today.
I've heard they don't use the typical Z1 rigs, but modified commercial vehicles. I admit, I can see the appeal in customizing one's own ride in such a way.
They're accepting first-timers too, right? Sounds like it'll be a blast.
The Z1 exhibition race is scheduled for tomorrow. I'm interested in the GR test run too, but prepping the Z1 car is my top priority right now. Can't afford to slack off if I want Aslan to win. This is a way bigger turnout than I expected. Guess it isn't just the diehards who came to watch. If it's this popular now, GR's got a bright future ahead. Oh hey, I recognize them. Pardon me for leaving you in my dust, Graham. Damn, nothing for it but to overtake him at the next corner. I didn't come this far just to lose. Woo, go Lucio, push that pedal to the metal. Keep your cool, Graham. You still got a chance to pass him. So you guys are taking part in this too, huh? Oh, Van. How goes it, Spriggan? Well, if it isn't Van's street racer friends. And the High Bloods of Arasion at that. I get what's going on. Amateur teams are fair game here, so you signed up with your prized rigs. Is it just your captains who are doing the actual driving? Graham and Lucio, yeah. No better stage than this to test your street racing chops, am I right? The registration limit and entry fee kept the rest of us in the stands, though. Whatever the circumstances, the zeal to test oneself is something to be admired. So, how are the standings? Seems as though your friends have the lead over the other amateur teams. They do, but... well, you know how much those two hate to lose. So they're playing to beat not just each other, but some of the more famous teams while they're at it. Isn't this still just a dry run though? Not that there's anything wrong with being ambitious, but... yeah, they kinda take it off the charts and careen over the edge. Lucio. I don't believe myself. Blundering this late in the game? Racer number 32, the frontrunner of the amateur teams, has made an unfortunate skid and rollover. What's this? Someone is catching up to him. Ah. Oh no. Crap, now I've done it. After all the effort I spent tuning it up for tomorrow. Startling error in judgment sends Racer 31 crashing off the track. The two amateur teams are now losing the lead they had maintained until now, one car after another. Luckily, neither driver appears to be injured. What are you doing out there, Lucio? Yeah, that scared the pants off me. One wrong move and they could have been goners. Either way, there's no coming back from this one. They're gonna have to withdraw, landing them both in dead last. Oh, for the love of... I warned him, didn't I? The fact they got off with only light injuries is one silver lining. Given the damages sustained, however, it's not looking good. Both their rides are totaled 6 ways from Sunday. Can they even be fixed by tomorrow? Let alone tuned up on top of that? Ugh, what a mess. And just before the real deal even. And this is exactly why my uncle and I told him not to get too heated. Well, don't let it throw you off too much. I mean, it's not like these competitions are one and done, make or break deals. Besides, having a few losses to work past only makes victory that much sweeter down the line, right? Obviously, words alone can only do so much to turn your attitude around. But the two of them made it out in one piece. You can borrow a different car, race again next year. There's options. I can even give you some advice if it comes down to it. Point is, you ought to shift your gears forward, not in reverse. Yeah, makes sense. I'll pass that along to Graham and Lucio. At this rate, tomorrow's race is practically a wash. That still doesn't mean we should just give up. I suppose this is yet another facet of adolescence. Even Van bursts into life when he's talking with these kids. What's the matter, Van? That look on your face tells me you're really hung up on something. Perhaps he is simply mulling over all we've learned, now that we've visited every district on our list, Chardin notwithstanding. Coupled with the information obtained from this morning, you may well have grasped the bigger picture, or picked up a scent if you prefer. You might want to dial back your expectations a notch or two. I ain't gotten that far. I want to do a little more digging in a certain spot I thought we'd skim, since it doesn't have a bulletin board. But we got some extra time, so let's say we go check out the Blacklight District. Alright, that place. Been a hot minute since I've hit up that dump myself. Seeing as it's a seedbed for criminal elements, I only pay it a visit when the job deems it necessary. Do you expect to find something there? Aren't the gangsters, mafiosos, and Jaegers just bumming around doing squat? Could it be possible you believe we'll find a lead on the disappearances there? Nah, if fresh faces from other countries started popping up around town, we'd have heard about it by now. It's more catching a faint whiff of something shady characters down there wouldn't bat an eye at. I want to see where the scent trail leads. Ah, that makes sense. Huh? In what way? None of the information gathered thus far could be considered alarming. However, with the root cause still unknown, proper risk management requires all potential blind spots be subjected to a thorough scrutinization. What she said, where there's smoke, there's fire. But that's not to say that finding the source of it in the Blacklight District is a for sure thing. It's whatever. I'm game if you are. Worst case, it's a free excuse to do a little pants-off dance-off over at Mistress's place. Baron, no. Let's just ignore him and take a look around. And hey, we might be able to scrounge up some other leads while we're there. In that case, I suggest we head straight over once the time is right. A few more conversations to have here. And there's more people.
This here will knock your socks off. Sign me up.
Just as I thought, the GR Championship has fewer attendees than Z1 races. I'm an Atlas pit girl, so it's up to me to really hype things up. One plus of GR cars that Z1 cars like is how they feel to ride in. I got to ride in one for work once. I was surprised at how comfortable it was, and how thrilling. It was so exciting. When it comes to GR Championship, Red Star will prove to be superior. Even if my wife and daughter disagree with me, I will never concede this point. No question about it, it's gotta be Atlas in the GR too. I mean, nothing's cooler than that. Atlas may hold the top speed for Z1, but Ingert is the fastest in GR. Every car freak knows that. Well, that's the Republic for you. Who would have thought auto racing would become so widespread? I'm a reporter from the Imperial Chronicle. and I've come all the way here to get a scoop. Of course, my main focus is on Project Startaker, but I also want to properly cover cultural news. Oh, Norden! Right. I remember you now. GR Championship, huh? That hasn't made its way to the Empire yet. And there are so many other things I'm curious about. I want to cover everything in great detail. Lino once had a great racer known as Silver Smoke. 10 years ago, he had to retire due to a leg injury. There was also suspicion that he was fixing races, and that cloud has never lifted. Seems like he still occasionally appears at a race every now and again. It's a sad story. Carlos. Alright, tonight's when we agreed to meet up over that thing. My grandpa's a big Lino fan, so I am too. I want to be a cool racer just like Silver Smoke. That was just bad luck. I'm sure of it. If the car hadn't broken down, I bet he would have sold the score to Murray. This is awful. Maybe I should lend him my car. Hey, don't be so glum, Lucio. You gotta stay positive at times like this. You could even borrow a car from one of the other guys and take part that way, right? Ugh, I made a blunder. If this continues, the High Blood's name will wither and fade. I'd normally want to get payback in the race tomorrow, but what am I supposed to do with a car like this? What had gotten into me? Not only did I end up lost, I can't believe I also wrecked the car. That's why I told you not to get too caught up in the moment. Still, don't let this get to you, Graham. You were doing pretty great until that last part. Yeah, but is my machine going to get fixed up in time? I mean, the engine's completely shot. No matter how I look at it, I don't think I'll be able to participate in the race tomorrow. Ah, right. That is the biggest issue. But come on, Uncle may be able to help you out, so let's go talk to him first, okay? I can't stand losing. No matter what, I need to come out on top in that race tomorrow, but we've got so many problems, like what to do about the car. Is quitting my only option? Damn it, what am I supposed to do? I mean, look at Graham. He tuned his car and put in real practice time for the GR Championship, and still, how is it fair that all of his hard work was for nothing? Yeah, I guess we were asking for too much. As if simple street racers like us could win the GR Championship. Look, Graham might have had a shot at it though. Can't believe what happened. Graham also thought there was too much competition, but with Lucio also participating. At any rate, the real race is tomorrow. Hope we can take care of all the repairs and other issues in time.
Let's do this.
Do this. Yerk Memorial Park. This place is always so peaceful no matter when I come here. If not for the monsters that pop up every now and then, it'd be perfect. Let's get this done quick so I can cast a line or two. If you want to fish after, that's all well and good. But don't forget, we're doing this for the safety of the guests here. Oh, are you all here to help with the monster extermination? We've got a particularly troublesome one lurking deep in the waterside area. It'd be a huge help if you could get rid of it for us.
Now where?
Exterminate.
Careful. I sense an incredible aura.
If you please.
Activate. Boost gauge limiter removed.
How dare you!
Engaging. Boost gauge upgraded.
Your turn.
Hunker down! Mirage guard!
My sincere thanks.
Pressure him and move in.
Think fast! Lay to the crowd, Judith! My move now!
Activating skill! Boost gauge limiter!
Back up here!
Engaging skill.
You'll be sorry. Please.
I won't miss this chance.
Displaying data.
Go all in on her!
Activating skill.
Here to support.
Engaging skill.
This is it. Kaleido. Fencer.
My chance!
Okay.
Here to support.
You should go on the attack.
Think fast! Take this!
I won't hold back.
Output maximized. Here we go. Displaying data.
Go all in on her!
Activating skill.
This is it. Lightning. Chaser.
Very good.
Here I go.
Initiating drive.
How dare you!
Engaging skill.
On your heels. Go.
I'll aid you.
Activating skill.
There we go.
You'll be sorry.
Let's do this! Activating
My
Shadow
sincere
Command!
thanks.
Pull out all the stops!
Please. Criminal. Mute.
Backup's here!
Shoot him! Boost gauge
Backup's
limiter
here!
unlocked!
Pitiful.
Gotcha!
How dare you!
Engaging skill.
They flinched. Gotcha.
Backup's here!
Activating skill.
You cannot run.
Fire.
Boom.
This'll clear. Okay. Hit it.
Have my aid.
Go full throttle! ZOC, activate! Show them what you got!
I have.
Here goes!
Show them what you got!
Raging Buster! Follow up!
There we go.
That's how it goes.
Status parameters upgraded.
Ha! What'd you expect? I can still get stronger.
Firestorm.
Well done, everyone.
Mira deposit confirmed!
Performing shard search.
Okay, let's see what I can reel in. You're mine. Decent catch, I guess.
Nope.
You're mine. Decent
Dang
catch,
it.
I guess.
I need to get some more deluxe dumplings, which I can't do right now. So pretty. Now we do the connection
Let's
stuff.
confirm your schedule.
Just hand in these.
Gotta treat myself every now and then.
Much obliged.
And a present for Yumi. Let's go with Judith. Do these, and then I'm gonna finish up there. During the break, Judith summoned Van with a 4 SPG. Upon arriving at her 3rd district apartment, he was met with something unexpected. Wow, this is... wow. God damn. This must be what they call a dumpster fire. Have you always been a slob? Don't judge me. I called you for help knowing full well it would destroy your mental image of me, okay? Oh no, this reinforces it, if anything. Matches my image of you exactly. To the point that this is what I expected you'd need help with. What's that supposed to mean? And look, this isn't my fault. What the hell am I supposed to do chores when I'm so super busy with my acting career and Grimcat gig? Uh-huh. You know there are plenty of people who can balance their careers with housework just fine, right? That excuse doesn't fly. And besides, why would you ask a guy to help clean your place? Wouldn't it be easier to ask one of your girlfriends? Normally, Nina helps me clean. But what? She's given up on you? No, I just don't want to keep causing her trouble. Plus, Mother and Grammy might be coming over, so I need to hurry and get this place cleaned. Alright, fine, I'll help. Yeah, I never thought I'd see a famous actress's lifestyle up and close and personal. Oh, that this would be what it looks like. Don't say it like that. Just handle the heavy lifting, okay? And so the two began to clean up Judith's apartment. However, considering Judith's status as a first-rate actress, Van began to dig up all kinds of treasures as they cleaned. This is one of Dominique's albums, right? Wait, isn't this a first edition? I remember collectors would go nuts to get their hands on it. Wasn't that video memory quartz of Chloe's theatre performance also a first edition? Oh, that? No. It's a sample that was handed out to everyone on the production team. Grammy and Mum got one, so I borrowed it to reference. You know, finding that stuff just lying around really drills home the fact that you ladies are a family of first-rate performers. Though I wonder what they would say if they knew you were leaving their stuff in a trash heap. Ugh. Well, that's what we're cleaning up, isn't it? So that they don't find out. Anyway, I think we're due for a break. Want to check out that memory quartz since you came all the way here? I can keep going, but I guess if you need to take a breather, we could. Alright, let's take a look.
Wait! I would have been happy just being with you. If only I didn't have this accursed family name. Then maybe my life would have been mine to live.
Yeah, Mum is really good at expressing emotions. Like, just the way she speaks and holds herself relays so much information to the audience. She's got some subtle differences from how you take over a character or how Nina immerses herself into her roles. That said, after watching this, I think you and your mother have a surprisingly similar presence in your performances. Huh? You think? I mean, I've watched her theatre performances for reference, but I've never given it much thought. Yeah, don't get me wrong though. It's not like I'm saying you don't have your own unique style or anything. And I'm no professional. But it just feels like the both of you have tread similar paths to get to where you are. I'm surprised you could read into it that much. Yeah, I've seen plenty of your films, and I'm around you constantly when you're not acting. So I've got a pretty good idea of how much you change when you want to get into a role. And I guess the way we build our characters is pretty similar. Never really thought about it much, but I guess Mum said stuff like that in the last few years. I'm sure you trained in different environments, so maybe it just runs in your blood. That, or you've been unconsciously chasing her performances in some way. Maybe. Either way, the process isn't what's important to me. It doesn't matter whether or not my mum influenced me. I've still found a way of performing that's unique to me, and I'm proud of it. At the very least, I've shown people what it means to perform as Judith Landstar, and that's everything to me. Gotta say, that's pretty cool. I talk a lot of smack, but I really do like your work ethic as an actress. Thanks. Now then, we'd better get back to work. Right. Yeah, hold up. Isn't this script from a pretty old movie? It was called something like... Oh, that's the script from my debut film. Thank goodness, I haven't been able to find it for ages. Thought I accidentally threw it away or something. You seriously need to take better care of your valuables. Hey, this is like your roots as an actress, isn't it? Yeah, but I'll be honest. It's kind of embarrassing to look back on this performance. It was so crude. I feel bad that they gave it such a big role to a total newbie. Bet it'd be a whole different story if you performed it now. Hey, why not perform some lines? Might help you feel better about it. Alright. I mean, after all that business about my mum's influence and everything, maybe it's time to look back on where I came from. Deep breath.
I don't have the courage to say goodbye. What do you think I should do? What? You want us both to make our dreams come true before we meet again? All right. And that will be what connects us until that time comes. You really are amazing, aren't you? In that case, when the day comes, I'm sure...
Whoa.
It was only then that I was truly able to find my own dream. I couldn't say goodbye. But that's exactly why I wanted to ensure I could hold my head up high when next we met, so that the two of us could stand side by side again. Our dreams come true.
We've got ads going on, so we'll take a short break. Yeah, taking a short break and we'll be back from the ads. Yep, and we are now back from the ads. Judith, you really are one hell of an actress. Phew, well, what did you think? Excellent, as expected. You know, I actually saw this movie when it first hit theaters. It's hard to put into words, but your performance just now felt alive in a way it hadn't back then. And in a way I've never seen from any other actor or actress. Really? I'm glad to hear that. The character has a lot of dimensionality that I don't really have as a person. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to play her well, especially since I put so much of myself out there these days when I act. I don't know how to describe it. But part of what made the performance so effective was how you made the character a little bit more Judith. It may have different dimensions compared to your usual roles, but you totally pulled it off. I was surprised. Yeah, I guess I can handle these kinds of characters with my current skills, if maybe a little differently than before. This goes to show how your current acting style really brings out the best in you. Alright, break time's over. We're only halfway done, so let's get back to work. Alright, let's split that pile of stuff over there. Roger that. Sorry, but maybe you can take this part. I'll handle the shelf over there.
Huh? What's wrong with... Hold on just 1 minute! You saw them, didn't you? You must have. Don't even try to pretend.
I swear I looked away as soon as I realized. It was only a glimpse from the corner of my eyes. Besides, what are you thinking, asking a guy to help when you've got valuables like that stashed out in the open?
I couldn't fit them in the closet and forgot I left them out. But that doesn't mean you can...
Hey Judith, it's Nina. I hope you're doing well. I believe it should be about a month since I last came by to clean.
Nina? Wait, is this a timed video message?
As I told you before, I can't be here to help today because of my schedule. But please don't panic, do something you'll regret. You have a lot of things in there that other people shouldn't be seeing. I'm a little worried you might bother someone like Van for help. Talk about perfect timing. She's got you pegged to the minute. Guess you're just that predictable. Well, sorry. I should be able to make time next week, so I'll come to help you then, okay? And if you have any other concerns, you can always feel free to talk to me. Alright, I'll see you at the show. How about that? Well, you heard the lady. Why don't we call it quits for today? Right, good idea. As long as I put away my underwear, this place should be mostly okay. Then I'll handle the rest later. Come on, let's go meet up with the others. Going to meet at a show, huh? Seems like something's going on. Better keep that in mind. And so Judith decided to get Nina's help concerning her more delicate items. and got her apartment in order so that it would be ready for Dominique and Chloe. Yeah. And who else?
Let's confirm your schedule.
Let's do Elaine. Really can't make up your mind, can you? You're going like this and you're gonna give yourself wrinkles. Forget I said anything. I knew it. Just looking isn't going to help you make a choice. I do think they're both magnificent machines, which is why you still haven't purchased one a week later. You'd be happy with either, right? So just go with your gut feeling. Just because I'd be happy with either doesn't mean it doesn't matter which I choose. It's just, I'm missing the last piece of the puzzle. Which is why I came to you, since you know all about this sort of thing. Elaine, I'm a car guy. That doesn't make me an expert on bikes. Anyway, the only thing left to do is give them both a test drive. Hey, mind if we take these two out for a spin? Nope, just drive safe. And Van, do me a favor. Give her some definitive advice, you know, so she finally buys one. Don't worry, I'm on it. It's gotta be a real problem having an A-rank bracer show up at your store and grind for hours on end. Ugh, my apologies. And so Van and Elaine took the bikes out onto the city streets. Also that Elaine could test drive the two machines and decide which one was right for her. Ah, the Red Star is just as fast as I'd heard. I can see why Homer's used one for her delivery service. Wait, doesn't the Direwolf ride one too? Yeah, it's a popular model. Hell, I rent one out myself every now and then. After all, this sucker can go 2300 SPH. There ain't a car out there that can match it for speed. And let me tell you, its aerodynamic shape is so damn cool. Cool or not, the speed is certainly a plus. It'll be perfect to help me get to the scene of the incident as fast as possible. Biker girl Elaine. So this is what the large Atmos model feels like. Isn't Burgard already one of these? It feels like it's firmly planted on the road. I bet it'd take some time to get used to it. Yeah, but that machine's got the power and size to make crap roads and rough rides a breeze. Hard to recommend to newbies because of its weight, but I'm sure you get the hang of it quick. Now, you already showed off some moves with when I'm back on Nemeth Island. And dressed like that to boot. It's your fault I was dressed that way. Might not match the Red Star in speed, but it still holds up. And it has a nice sense of stability. The fact that it can handle bad roads is a positive too, considering my line of work. Mind if we swap again, Van? I want to give the Red Star another shot. Sure, be my guest. Bum, 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 bum. We're in the Seedon district. After that, they continued to switch bikes while riding through the city's different districts. Bum, 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 bum. Elaine constantly compared the characteristics and performance of each Orbital bike, until finally... Which one is she getting? You seem even less sure than when we started. Driving them around just gave me a lot to think about. I'm sorry, I'm sorry to make you stick around like this. I mean, I want to make a decision. Alright, I'm going to go with the Red Star. Its speed really is a big plus. Elaine? I can tell the Atlas is still calling to you, but what's wrong? But what's so wrong with that? Both bikes are works of art. Honestly, all that's left is to ask yourself which one feels the best to ride. I think you know the answer to that question. Probably did before you even took it for a spin. But the fact that you're having trouble making a choice probably means that you're thinking about other stuff, aren't you? Like how the CEO of Atlas was arrested alongside your old man last year. This is why childhood friends can be such a pain. I get it, you think I'm focusing on something that doesn't matter. I just can't disconnect everything. My father conspired with the Atlas CEO to support the Mafia, and it resulted in that horrible tragedy. Sheesh, I thought it was odd an A-rank bracer like yourself was being so indecisive on something like picking out a new ride. Guess being unable to separate that stuff in your head is just like you though. Van. Still, it's worth saying. Don't sweat the details. Don't stop yourself from doing what you want to do over crap like that. You really don't know how to hold back, do you? I mean, I'm struggling with genuine trauma over that event. Yeah, well, like you said, I'm your childhood friend. I can get away with being a jackass now and then. Ain't it better for you that I'm direct? I suppose you're right. Personally, I would have preferred it if you referred to yourself as my ex-boyfriend. But I guess not saying that part out loud is just like you. God, you got me there. But you're right. Maybe it's time I got over all of this. My mother suffered the most and she's already moving forward. Yeah, I heard she's been working her tail off to get the Quincy company back on its feet. You know, I still haven't been able to drop in and say hello to Simone after you and I reunited. Say hello? What for? You'd have to have real guts to do that as my ex. Unless... Can you please give me a break? After finishing the test drive, Van and Elaine returned to the shop in Riverside. And having finally made a decision, Elaine purchased her new bike. Yay, we're gonna have Motorbike Elaine. Orbital Bike Elaine. I'm glad I went with the Atlas. Feels perfect for me. Thanks for the advice, Van. You need to thank me. Man, a new bike. Starting to feel a little jealous, not gonna lie. I could never cheat on my pickup. I draw the line at rentals. It was so dramatic. Alright, I'm going to take this home. You're renting a place pretty close by, aren't you? Lucky you. Terrell District is so nice. You could catch a movie or get some Eastern Sweets whenever you want. Not that I have many opportunities, busy as I am.
Say, why don't you stop by for a little while, if you'd like?
Huh?
Not in the way you're likely thinking, just to be clear. I thought I'd offer you some tea, as thanks for today. Days such as this make me so happy we found our way back to each other. I'm glad we can spend time together like this again. So, I thought at least this much would be alright.
Alright, since I'm already here and all, might as well. I'm gonna assume you've got some of those world-class truffles from Quincy Bell yet?
I most certainly don't. Whatever am I going to do with you?
Just make an honest man out of Van. After that, Van dropped by Elaine's place and had some tea. And after a short rest, returned to his work. Yay! done. Alrighty.
Let's confirm your schedule.
But nothing else to do. Talk to this guy and then we'll call it. Seems you managed to take care of that monster. Yeah, you guys are lifesavers for sure. The park will be closed for maintenance for a little while starting tomorrow. It's a shame we couldn't have the whole place open before then. Might have to wait a bit now, but I'll be sure to have the waterside area ready and waiting for the public when we reopen. Alrighty, friends. That's where we're gonna finish up for today. Yay! All done for today. We'll be back with Trails on Monday. Where are we going then? Let's see. Who do we want to raid? Okay. Alright. Thank you everyone for joining me today. I will be back again later tonight with a new game called Dinkum. A new game for me to play. Let's find somebody playing Trails. We're gonna go raid. Why not? Let's go this way. Alright. Well, take care of yourselves, everybody. I will be back again later tonight with Dinkum. And we'll be back with Trails Beyond the Horizon on Monday. Until then, take care of yourselves, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.